everybody? How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? It's your girl SheShe, and Conversations with the Cool Kids is happening right now. Below is DJ Infinite Rock, and we about to get into it. Let's get into it. What made us start DJing? B, what made you start to DJ? What made you want to get into DJing? And who were your influences?
Okay, so what made me want to start DJing was uh the people that I was around. When I was little, like
Mhm.
my family would do these fish fries or whatever, right?
Right.
But they will always hire like a DJ, and
Uh-huh.
so they would hire DJ. The DJ, I would sit there on the porch and watch the DJ the whole time. I would have like a plate of fish the whole time. Watch, hoping to get my turn, and I was always fascinated with it, and um, and through time, was able to actually touch a turntable,
Mhm.
actually, yeah, yeah, he knows about the fish fries at my great grandmother's house. That's my boy Scott.
This guy.
Uh, yeah, basically, yeah. So through time, I was able to, put my hands on a turntable at a young age. Finally learn, the basics from, here and there. Learn from a couple other people here and there. Uh, as time goes on, by the time I get to college, I'm still learning. And then um, I'm able to start doing live remotes for Power Jams 104.3 for Fort Valley State University's radio station, campus radio station. Shout outs to Shirley Ellis. Um, and from there, won a DJ competition for BET. While I was there, my time there, and I just DJed a lot of different live remotes. Even after college, weddings. I DJ a couple house parties, uh,
Okay.
and so it just stuck with me. Even through high school, like making mixtapes. I didn't have the equipment, nor did my mom let me have a job or anything. That's a whole different story. Uh, but yeah, through time, I was able to learn what I needed to learn, and it stuck with me. I take it wherever I go.
Yeah. So,
Um,
who was your inspiration? What DJ inspired you?
so the DJ actually, man. So there was, um, I would say the very first DJ.
Mm.
I would say I gotta say Jazzy Jeff. I would say, but first I think honorable mention. I would say Jam Master Jay
Okay.
because because I've you know my one of my favorite groups. My favorite group of all time is Run DMC.
Okay.
Don't believe me? It's right
I kind of
here.
figured that. I kind
Set
of figured
it
that.
up. Um, um, and then another honorable mention. I gotta go with Flash. I had a chance to meet Flash. Um, when I worked at the airport.
Mm.
Um, and, and he, I was told him everything. He said, "Don't stop doing it." I said, "If
Mm.
it's something you take with you," he said, "Don't stop doing it." So,
Mm.
uh, just name a few. Jazzy Jeff, of course. His song selection is unmatched. Uh, Scratch Bastard.
Mm.
Who's uh Who else? Dimitri from Paris, Natasha Diggs. I like a lot of those are influences for me to have journeyed to other genres. Because at one point in time, I was stuck on hip hop for a good minute. Hip hop and R&B. But then when I took that journey into like disco and house, I was like, give me more. So those DJs, Natasha Diggs and Dimitri from Paris, uh, yeah. So those are some of my influences.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, that's who
Well,
keep me ticking. That's who.
that makes sense. I guess the next question is for me. What made you, okay? So what made me become a DJ? I've always wanted to be a DJ. I've always wanted to be in music. First off, let's get into that. Um, I wanted to be a rapper and a singer and a dancer. I wanted to be the next Missy and Janet. I could dance my butt off. Couldn't sing, but I could rap. And wanted to do that. And ended up with my first DJ set. And I taught myself how to DJ, just like I taught myself how to do everything else. And a lot of people like, how do you teach yourself how to DJ? I'm like, easy, just figure it out. Luckily, due to I worked in the radio station, learning the board, it was easy to me because I interned for the radio station. And I did that for about 4 years until I permanently, um, got hired. And I did a few gigs here and there. And of course, when the pandemic happened, everybody wasn't doing the club thing, and my homeboy B was like, "Hey, got an idea." I said, "Okay, what's the idea?" "I think we need to do a verses. Like, you know how you do verses? Back when verses was popping back then, we should do like a
Mhm.
DJ verse." I'm saying, okay, he on to something. So we went on ahead and we did it, and that's how we got BM, Q Vibes, and the Cool Kids.
Yep.
And so yeah, my big inspiration was Spinderella.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Spinderella, first female DJ that I ever saw coming up. Spin was her. And of course your Jazzy Jeffs and it's late and later on, Jam Master Jay and Grandmaster Flex and um Kid Capri, and the list goes on and on.
Yeah.
I met Kid, and then as time went on, I've always been a lover of music. So house and EDM and all that I already knew about. And that's just because I wasn't. I mean, I love hip hop and R&B, but it's who I grew up around too. And I grew up around, I went to all white school, so I was used to hearing pop and EDM and hearing Fatboy Slim uh and good God, is Carl Cox, and the list goes on and on of the people that I just heard and grew up around. And I was like, I like this.
Man,
So
yeah.
so
Fatboy Slim. Fatboy Slim made a song that I love to this day. I can't think of the name of it. Uh, it's I can't think of the name of it, but,
I
but
can't help
he
you.
got a lot of awards for it. It's one of his but I can't think of the name of
Not
it.
praise
But
you,
it's
is it? I
huh?
want to praise you. I want to praise
Yeah,
you.
that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's my favorite. Yeah, love that song from him.
I think I'm like, I bet you probably I want to praise you. Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's
love that song.
that's what I grew up around. I grew up around the house and all that good stuff, and blues and folk, and the list goes on and on. So
Mm-hmm.
me and music has always, I never, it wasn't, and if anything, I got introduced to new artists. But genre of music, I knew all just about every genre because I listened to it. Um, I didn't stick to one genre. Like, you have your hip hop DJs and they stick to hip hop and they don't go outside of it. You
Yeah,
have your hip hop R&B DJs and they just stick to it because it's easier for them. So for them to go in to the EDM realm, it's like, what the heck? A lot of them don't even know what EDM stands for.
Mm,
Um, I mean, it's crazy. I was talking to somebody, right? So I heard about MJQ,
mm-hmm.
and I heard how MJQ was that club that had a plethora of music there. So I was like, I never got a chance to go, and this is probably tonight is going to be the first time that I actually go out of all the years I've been here in Georgia. And I just never got a chance to go because, of course, nobody was really interested in MJQ. Uh,
Wow.
so, um, so I was like, oh, okay. But to hear people talk about the different genre, and I forgot where I was going with this, but I, I heard so many people talk about the club, and if I'm like, oh, that's the place where I would want to be, listen to EDM and pop and all that and techno. But I had a friend actually. That's where I was going with this. I got sidetracked. I had someone who actually went to MJQ and not too long ago. It's back in June, and they was telling me about the fun that they had there. And it was like I never been around this crowd of people because they used to go on to the black clubs. But it's like I never been to this crowd of people, and they were playing this goth music. And I said goth. I said you mean EDM, right? He was like no no no. It was like goth. So I have the BPM station on Sirius XM. So I
Yeah,
played the music. I said it was this he was listening to, wasn't it? And he was like, yeah. I said, that's EDM, baby. He
yeah,
said, oh. I said, goth is more like your Marilyn Manson. And,
yeah, yeah,
he was like, oh. I said,
yeah.
yeah.
When you said golf, I said, "Whoa,
I know.
yeah."
I
Started thinking
know.
Marilyn Manson and
I was like Marilyn Manson and a few Slipknot, and I
yeah,
was like, no. I said, you listening to this? And he was like,
yeah,
yeah. I said, that's EDM. I said, that's what you was listening to, that
yeah.
electric dance music. So,
You
but
know,
uh, from there, I guess I kind of want to transition into um, and let me find what I'm looking for because I actually had a topic and my topic went away. So let me get it.
mhm.
So as DJs, excuse my foolishness in the background if you happen to see anything.
And it's
If
okay.
if
It's
y'all
all right.
happen to see Fergie run, don't be alarmed, people. That's my fur baby. Um, but no. What is your dream gig you as a DJ would love to DJ at? I already know mine. I have a few, but one in particular I would love. Can I kick it off? Cause be like he on think mode. My dream gig is Tomorrowland.
Oh, tomorrow, man. This
That
like,
that is my main dream gig. If you do not know what Tomorrowland is, it's
yeah,
one of the biggest EDM festivals in Berlin, Belgium. It's in
in
Belgium.
Belgium. Yeah, yeah.
And they used to have Tomorrow World actually here in Atlanta. Well, in Georgia. It was in, wasn't it Chattahoochee, Chickum, something. It was somewhere in Georgia.
Mm,
And it happened some years ago, but it got rained out. It was like a real bad rain, thunderstorm, and everybody got rained out, and that was the last of that. But Tomorrow World used to be here mainly in Georgia, almost like EDC. They used to be here.
yeah,
That was right across the street from that was at Atlanta Speedway. Now it's in Orlando. But yes, that's one of my dream gigs. I would love to be on Tomorrowland, and that's one of the that's the main dream gig. And just because my love of music and
yeah.
I love of that music, so yeah, that's one of mine. What about you, B? What's one of your
Uh,
dream gigs?
South by Southwest. Uh,
Mm,
uh, South by Southwest House in the Park in Atlanta.
mm,
That's for both. I had that vision for both of us. House in the
mm.
Park. House in the Park. Like we may need to talk to them soon.
Okay.
You know, talk to somebody. soon.
Okay, okay.
House in the Park, Rocket Park, DC, uh, Coachella.
Oh yeah,
That's the big one.
Coachella. I totally forgot.
Coachella.
Yeah, Coachella.
Uh, shoot, where else? I know Scratch Bastard has this thing where he does a barbecue,
I need
but it's
time.
a big thing. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a big thing where he invites DJs from across the country to perform. I
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
that but those the do over in LA. I don't know if
Oh,
they still do it, but I would still want to do it. The do
mm,
over.
mm,
I don't know if they still do it, but yeah.
mm. Oh,
Uh, those are some. Yeah, those are some. But definitely Tomorrowland.
yeah,
Tomorrowland, big one. Don't they
Tomorrowland.
have? Don't they have one? I was thinking they had one out in the desert too. I was
They
thinking.
have they have two of them. They have Tomorrowland, which normally falls spring, summerish,
Yeah.
somewhere in there. Then they have another one in the winter.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They have one in the winter. So,
Soon.
and I think I know they do have a festival though that's straight in the desert, and I don't know the name of that one, but I have heard of that one. But it's not. I don't think it's Tomorrowland because Tomorrowland is like it's in like an open freaking field, just like Coachella, just
Yeah.
an open field.
Yeah. This is out like it's strictly out in the desert. It's like it's not it's like a lot of sand everywhere, but it's like dry ground, cracked ground. But people be out there camping. It's some kind
Mhm.
of festival. I forget the name of it, but
I think
it's
I know
I
the
got
festival you're talking
yeah,
about, and
yeah.
now I can't think, but yeah, because a lot. I mean, festivals are the way to go for DJs, and it's crazy because especially a lot of hip like and I'm pretty sure it's like a festival, for the outside of the One Music Fest and like our normal
Mhm. Yeah,
festival,
yeah.
but which is coming up. I'm trying to see if I want to go this year. I kind of do want to go. I'm still trying to figure that out.
One,
I'm still trying to figure out if I want to
yeah,
go and
yeah.
stuff. I don't know, but I wish because I saw something that was interesting to me.
Hmm.
Uh, Someone I follow was saying the top 10, was it the top 10 or top 5? I mean, you probably saw it too.
Hmm.
Main DJs. And they had the David Guetta, Mushroom. I mean, what's the guy name? Basically, they were all white DJs.
Hmm.
So they didn't have any black DJs. And
Hmm.
the question was, what is wrong? Why don't we see us in that top 10? And my mind immediately went to, for one, a lot of those DJs are producers. One,
Hmm.
not to say we don't have producer DJs because we do. It's just I think it's the reason why they're so big is because of the music that they're playing. And
Hmm.
here's the crazy part: hip hop is just as big.
Hmm.
But I think with though us as DJs, black DJs, not coming together, and I could be wrong, but they not coming together like the white DJs do, if that makes sense.
I totally agree. And it's kind of like they're separate. It's like a wall in between them because one side you have the ones that actually are that are open format or necessarily can play hip hop, that sort of thing, uh R&B, disco, you name it. And then you got the other DJs other DJs that are strictly into one particular style of music,
Yeah.
but it's kind of hard to bridge that gap because they don't. It's like uh, how can I say this? Particular crowds, for I guess particular DJs maybe. I
Probably.
mean, you know, me, I think depending on the person, I think you know, I guess I think it's how can I say this? Somebody explained this to me like years ago. It could be a regional thing to why they're not actually unifying. It could be regional. Uh, a lot of what you would call negative takes on you know who's a DJ or you know do you are you just are you a one trick pony, that sort of thing, and it's like all melted it into one big controversial bowl of confusion. And like it's there definitely is a divide. What they have to do is, you know, I think each one should teach one, that sort of thing. And then, some people should still have like an open mind. But yeah, there is definitely a divide. I will say that.
It is, and it shouldn't be.
And it should
How
be.
about that? It's money to be made. Let's make this money all as one.
Yes. Yes.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Let's make this money all as one. But um, I know we got to get up out of here, and so yeah, let people know. What's your social media handle and all that good stuff.
Okay, so on Instagram, I am on DJ Infinite Rock, it's DJ Infinite Rock, and I'm also on TikTok as the Best Mix Machine. But you can also still find me there at DJ Infinite Rock. Yep, that's my shows. Those are the only two social media handles. I am also on Twitch.
Okay.
Same thing, DJ Infinite Rock / Twitch.tv. And you can find us there doing Q vibes. What about you, SheShe?
The SheShe Show. TheSheShe Show, all one word. You can find me there. That's on all my social media handles, from Instagram to TikTok, sweetheart, and my website. So yeah. And yeah, till next time we out this thing. Ta ta.
Peace.